Hello, good afternoon. My name is Cesar, and I'm going to talk about graffiti. And I'm trying to give you another perspective about the graffiti in in a question to be considered as art and not vandalism. Okay, first, when people think about graffiti, they think of vandalism, criminal, um, dirty stuff, but is it more like a work of art, like the fact that they practice on the streets and not in a painting or a leaf, so it's not necessary to be considered as bad or vandalism. So to start, I'm going to give you what is the definition of graffiti. So graffiti is a form of free expression for any of us. So, is it the way we transmit or express our feelings, ideologies, etc.? It helps us to free up ourselves to express to the world of if we have an idea or a feeling, so you can transmit that in a paint. So, what is graffiti? Graffiti is writing or drawings made on a wall or other surface, usually without legal permission, but with a great public view. So, graffiti ranged from simple written words to elaborate wall paintings, and it has existed since ancient times. Okay. So, in many cities, graffiti is associated with decay, with communities out of control, and it is so out loud. In some cities, it is illegal, within limits, as value as a form of social expression. The street art, graffiti is more formal causing, which is often commissioned and sanctioned. Has a firmer place in communities, but can still be an important form of outsider expression. So, what makes interest about these graffitis that I'm trying to give you another perspective, so you can think different about graffitis and not as to think about graffiti as art and not vandalism. So the most interesting thing about these art forms is as a social expression is broad, and the work itself takes many shapes, from simple text to identity to scroll expressions of protest and politics to complex and beautiful scenes that visually everyone will say art despite their sometimes raw locations. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some pictures about about what I consider graffiti as art and not vandalism. So here we have this paint. This is like more like in a wall. This is from a gallery art, so it seems more clean than it usually is. But yeah, another picture here. I don't know if you can see it. This picture is you may guys know about this character. This is Mario, and this is a policeman. He's trying to give a the icon of Mario. So some arts can be past made like famous people. So if you have an idol, you for example you like um, Albert Einstein, so you want to do a paint or a graffiti about him. So this is an example of him. This graffiti. I don't know if you can see it. This is Albert Einstein, but the artist was trying to make his own Albert Einstein style. his own painting about him. So this shows us the how Albert Einstein mean to the artist, because he changed his clothes and other stuff. This is another example. This is Tupac. This is Tupac, and this is another example of an idol. If you like, say, if you like someone, you try to transmit to the people of how you see that person. This is a very exciting paint. This is on the floor in the street, but this is like a more 3D graffiti. I don't know if you can see it well, but I don't know if you can see, but this is Batman and Robin, and this is a man trying to do like a perspective that he's in danger, so they are going to save it, to save him. Sorry. This is another example of 3D graffiti. It's another example here. People are walking around the streets, and this shows us like the floor is falling apart. Another example can be the political graffiti, like form of expression to, if you're not comfortable with your government, so they do graffitis about that too. And yeah, and in conclusion, I want to say you should try to see graffiti in another perspective and try to to understand graffiti. That's the most interesting part of this presentation. I want you to see how graffiti can help us to believe in our world, to believe on ourselves, and try to express yourself and to communicate to the world. So yeah, thank you for your attention.